Virgo, welcome to your reading. It is the 23rd of August where I am. It is the new moon at 0 degrees right around this time. So it's a super exciting time. I'm going to do the spread a little bit differently today. We are going to have a look at some surrender cards, just, what you may need to release. Just because it's a new moon and we have new things coming in and blessings, there is also an element of release as well attached to that. So let's have a look and see what's here for you, Virgo. Please show me cards for Virgo that are clear, concise and correct for the sign of Virgo, suns and rising and moon. Wow, really spiritual cards that have come out, okay. Let's have a look and see what's here. Two more. Wow. There's a lot of spiritual energy around you, Virgo, right now with these cards that are coming out. These are really, really beautiful. Quite auspicious, which means positive here as well. So we've got surrender to spirit, surrender to your soul's path, surrender to the beauty of the natural world, surrender to prayer, and surrender stress. We've also got surrender fear. The card that's sticking out the most here is surrender to your soul's path and journey. Especially with the new moon coming up, you may have recently, we're going to clarify these, but you may have recently had some sort of idea or aha moment, or I'm seeing like Ace of Swords energy here, where you're very clear on what your soul's path is. I think for a lot of Virgos, you already know what your soul's journey is. You know what you're here for on this earth. You know your purpose. And Spirit's saying now, like, to surrender to it. Your life is a journey that has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Yes, Virgo. And there's a lot of green here, which talks about the heart chakra. It also talks about, grounding yourself. If you can get out in the natural world right now, in the forest, by the beach. If you can't, put your feet in salt water, feel the breeze, hear the birds, even put something on television that's like something to do with the natural world. And this says, take a relaxing break, if you can, Virgo, if you have the time or can afford to, and spend time in nature. And you don't even have to spend money, right? You can go and have a walk on the beach. You can have a walk in the park. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. I actually heard healthy, so it may be really good for your physical health, your emotional health, to get out in nature, to be around nature, to be around birds and trees and grass and anything to do with nature. We have surrender to spirit here. Once you have done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine, let spirit work its magic for you. So obviously, new moon, great time to manifest what you want to bring in. Don't over manifest, guys. Yes, you can over manifest. Tell spirit what you want in your life. Tell spirit to show you if you're not quite sure. My friend actually said to me one day, which stuck with me, how do you know, how do you manifest if you don't know what you want? Well, then you just ask spirit, you ask God for peace, love, and protection in your life, and to show you and guide you, right, in your soul's path, right? We also have surrender to prayer. So I just talked about prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And that is 100% true. Prayer is super powerful. Fear and stress. Perhaps you're in an element of fear or under some sort of stress. So do whatever you can to release that, whether it's emotional, whether it's a mental stress, whether it is physical as well. This says take a few deep breaths, Virgo, and inhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So this is very much about grounding energy, and let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So this is about if you want to do something, if you want to action something, you don't have to just yet. I'm going to say that just because it's a new moon doesn't mean we all have to sort of set up that website on that particular day, or, go and do something new that you haven't done before. Take a baby step towards it. Let's see what comes out here. Why is the surrender to spirit card here? Perhaps you have an issue, you have a problem that needs resolving, you're unsure how this is going to work out, and spirit's basically saying to surrender to prayer here. And once you've done everything you can, right, to try and achieve something, you know, turn it over to spirit. Maybe it's not your path. Maybe there's a path that you're going down, Virgo, that is not necessarily the right path, and you know, you're not going anywhere, you're not moving forward, and maybe it's just not the right path. Maybe it's not part of your soul journey. So this is when we surrender over to spirit so we can get more grounded. You've been through a lot, Virgo. The Emperor's been through a lot in his life. The Emperor talks about balance. It talks about being grounded as well. So a beautiful time to ground your energy with this new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees. He has armor under his cloak, which tells me he's been through a lot, right? But he has learned a lot of lessons. He has a lot of wisdom and knowledge. You are possibly seen to others as being very stable. Sometimes you may feel ungrounded and not knowing what you need to do. Like I said, to get more stable, surrender to spirit, surrender to prayer, and spirit will put you on your soul's path. Why is this surrender your soul's path here, spirit? We will do lots of segments, different cards. I love to use different cards, lots of different energies in the readings, in all my readings. Okay, Ace of Wands. So there is something that is definitely designed for you and designed for your soul's growth. Now this is definitely to do with a new creative project, something that's going to grow exponentially, I'm hearing. Embrace every lesson that you have learned, learn from it, and use that wisdom and knowledge to move forward with something new around this time. Like I said, you don't have to rush this. We have that baby steps forward. Say, let me example this. If you want to start like getting healthier, you can have a look online and like what recipes, what foods you like, how to make those salads and things like that. Okay, and maybe you want to combine it with like a YouTube channel or something, I don't know, okay, but there's something you're passionate about. Like I said before, I think that you already know, Virgo, what your soul's path is. For those of you who don't know what your soul's path is, yes, surrender to prayer, but a lot of you already sort of know, and you're like chomping at the bit to get going on that, to start that project, to start that thing. And for a lot of you, it may be a spiritual journey, it may be like a spiritual project or a spiritual business even, okay? And then we have surrender to the natural world. I'm not going to clarify that. Let's have a look at this prayer card. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. And pray from your heart, Virgo. Like, be sincere. You will be heard throughout the universe. God will bring you what you need to hear, okay? I feel there's a lot of opportunities out there for you. A lot of opportunity wants to come in. You are ending a cycle and starting anew with your solar year. You may be thinking about travel at this time as well. Ask Spirit to show you the new opportunities that, you know, Spirit wants to bring in for you to support your soul's path here. And then we have this, sorry about the kids outside. Surrender, stress, and fear. So fear is an illusion, I'm hearing. Fear is an illusion. Remember to think positive. I'm sort of seeing swords energies. The Eight of Swords would be perfect if that came out now, especially if it came out in the reverse. What's here for Virgo with this surrender fear? Okay, do everything from a place of love. As long as you do the right thing and you do everything from a place of love. What else do we have for Virgo? Yeah, it's time to stop worrying about things, Virgo. It's time to stop being stressed. I mean, stress and fear. Stress, number one, is one of the biggest killers, right, as well. But, like, it's really important to do what you can to surrender any stress, especially in your physical body. And it's time to do that. You're stepping into a new timeline here, Virgo, and into your new solar year, okay? So it may be a struggle for some of you to action this, but you know, you are going to reap the benefits and you're going to be completely satisfied, especially on an emotional level. If anyone around you is trying to tell you what to do, Virgo, or trying to set boundaries for you, I do feel that you're fighting against that. And, you know, just remember not to be defensive. Just no is a complete sentence, like I always say. Fear, we've got the moon at the bottom of the deck. Face some sort of fear, okay? You need to possibly let go of something. This may mean, I've said this week, that someone or people may be disappointed because they can't have you in their energy anymore. Those people are, if they're not happy for you, Virgo, moving forward, you possibly need to look for a new group of friends, okay? Follow your divine higher self here. Let's have a look at a different spread. We're going to do past, present, future, what you need to know, challenges, etc. Okay, which deck do I want to use? Excuse me. This incense, it's beautiful. It smells amazing, but it really does play on my throat. Okay. What does Virgo need to know the most around this new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees? Okay, and then we'll look at any challenges as well. What does Virgo need to know the most, Spirit? What does Virgo need to know the most? Virgo need to know the most. I might use the Spirit Talker app tomorrow on your reading just for a change. Okay. Oh, nice. You are radiant, Virgo. People may be saying you're glowing up as well. You may feel really well within your body. I hope you are. Within your mind, within your spirit, within your emotions. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are, Virgo, you are rising into your new solar year. We have the challenge. How is Spirit trying to help Virgo? Okay. Past energy. Present energy. Oh wow, I love this. Future energy. Just one card, please, Spirit. Future energy. I will show you the cards to the camera. Each card. Advice and focus. And this one wanted to come out as well in your focus. Let me have a look and let's see what we've got on the cards. We have the horse spirit, which is freedom is yours. We don't have any other animals apart from the phoenix, okay? We have enthusiasm at the bottom of the deck. And we also have a few birds. We have dragonflies. You could be seeing birds, especially doves. White doves here. There's also fairies. Moon energy is also here with this card, okay? Okay, what you need to know the most, Virgo, is radiance. You are glowing, okay? Even if you don't feel you are, there's a big change. Just before the end, like just at the end of a solar year and the beginning of a new one, you may feel very fatigued and very tired. Make sure that you put like the energy back into yourself, self-care. I'm getting washing your hair. Someone needs to wash their hair. Okay, not that it's dirty, but you need to like clean your crown chakra. It's really important. That you're even wetting the hair, okay, or wetting the head. That's what I'm getting for some of you. You may have been thinking about doing it, someone watching this. It's also the number 42, which breaks down to a 6. So what you need to know the most is if you don't have this balance in your life right now, you will attain it. You will be glowing. You will be radiant. Yes, you will rise, okay? So there's a rising energy. Let's clarify. Why is the radiance, that glowing energy, that transformative energy? We also have transformation card as well in this spread here, but I'll show you that shortly. Why is the radiance card here for Virgo? What they need to know the most. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Perhaps, you know, there's been a time, Virgo, where you've been so busy. It has been a very difficult month, July and August. You've been busy doing things, running around, you know, errands, doing things for other people. It's definitely time to put some love and attention back into yourself, back into your spiritual, into meditation as well. Let's see what else we have. The moon at the bottom of the deck around this new moon. Perfect time to sit and be silent, to meditate, to empty your mind. To like, I like, I write in my phone when I've got like, want to do self-care. I just put top to toe. It's basically, I just write in my phone, in my notes, top to toes. That I just want to say that to you, Virgo. Start from your head and work down. Okay, wash your hair, do your if you're you know woman, man, whatever, do your waxing, do your, you know, that's what I'm feeling here. This aesthetics. Okay, it really does. You know, it's not vanity. It does make you feel better if you look good. You know, even when you're alone, like wear nice clothes. Don't just wear sweats around the house just because you're alone. Like there's something here about really cherishing your body, cherishing your mind, cherishing yourself, putting that love back in. I do, yeah, look at that Page of Cups. That's just clarifying it, okay? And do something you want to do, something you're passionate about. I love singing. I've always wanted to be a singer. I'm probably not that good. But I'm like, why can't I try it, right? And maybe I'll put some videos out on my YouTube channel. Like, people can laugh at me. I don't care. I really enjoy it. So there's something here about really putting something back into yourself that you love. People will probably laugh, but anyway. Okay. So your challenge is your healing. What healing do you need to focus on? The number 27 breaks down to a 9. Isn't this a beautiful card? This reminds me of the ballet. Maybe somebody's going to an opera or a ballet. Dance is important. I just feel this like movement or needing to move your body. I know I need to move mine. I mean, I do a lot in my life, but exercise is not my like strongest point. I'm a bit of a couch potato when it comes to that. It's like, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. So there's something here about movement. That may be a challenge, like starting a new exercise program or something like that, okay? But this is about your healing. So let's have a look and see. Challenges like processing your healing, completing healing of a certain person in your life in the past. Okay, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Where have you felt, Virgo, that you have been, I'm hearing baby's been put in the corner, like from Dirty Dancing movie, like don't put baby in the corner. Where have you felt like you've been put in the corner, Virgo, in your life, where people haven't respected you, or you've been very giving and you just haven't got that back? I mean, we don't give to get back, but if we give and give and give, you know the story, okay? So Spirit's asking you to work on that. Like, look at, as far as your healing goes, where have you given to others? And, you know, to stop overgiving. I feel that you're moving into this cycle of not overgiving and, you know, on a healthy level. And also, like, you know, unapologetic, being unapologetic for who you are. Like I talked about that singing, and I may not sound brilliant, but I love doing it, okay? So get enthusiastic. We have that coming up for you. We also have focus at the bottom of the deck as well, the number 22. Focus on what you're enthusiastic about, what brings you passion, what brings you joy. And then how is Spirit trying to help? Spirit is trying to help put you into some sort of leadership position here. We have the number 41. Now this could be in career. This could be taking the lead of your own life, okay? Seeing the light, having some sort of epiphany, possibly through prayer. Why is the leadership card here? So very Aries energy. Perhaps you're dealing with an Aries. Okay, 3 of Cups. So it's definitely time to have fun. And how Spirit is trying to help you is going to start putting people in your life, literally right in front of you, that you either can't ignore, or people, you know, in a good way, where you are being supported by others. You may be supported, like, to be in a leadership role. That's very baseline tarot, but this is like 3 of Cups. Spirit's trying to put people in your environment that are really good for you on a spiritual level, you know, good for you emotionally, good for you mentally, okay? And 10 of Pentacles. Spirit is trying to help you, possibly even with resources. Yes, Spirit can bring money in. Yes, they can, okay? All right, let's have a look at the past energy. We have freedom, the number 23. A lot of changes in the way you think about what you want in your life in the recent past. I know this is my story, okay? I'm a Virgo sun, Capricorn rising. This is really, like, you maybe really been thinking, because the next card's about freedom too, this bicycle. It's very childlike Spirit as well, with balloons and this bicycle in your present energy. It did come out in the reverse. I have to acknowledge the next card came out in reverse. We'll talk about that in a second. But this freedom is yours energy, this horse spirit, chariot energy. And also like Hierophant energy, because it is the number 5. So this is about getting really disciplined, Virgo, or you've started to really think about your past and where your freedom's possibly been taken away, and what or how much more freedom do you want in your life, and how you're going to process that, if that makes sense, okay? How you're going to move in from a stagnant, like move from a stagnant energy, or even a controlling energy if someone else is involved, to more freedom in your life. I feel that you've been thinking about this and you started to take possible steps towards being more free on a, you know, I don't mean like people telling you what to do and you're saying, I'm doing what I want to do, although that might be your story. But like possibly wanting more adventure. I know this is my story, okay? So let's see why this freedom energy is here. Yeah, I feel that you're worried that if you step outside your comfort zone, you're not going to really find what you've been looking for, but you will. Okay, so you've started to create a new space in your mind and in your spirit for freedom to come in, for excitement, for adventure. So that's really cool, right? And then we have present energy, the beginnings card. Again, the chariot energy, number 7. So you have 2 chariot cards here. Cancer, okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could have a moon Cancer, rising Cancer, and this came out in the reverse, okay, so possibly right now you're finding it a challenge. It is below the challenge position of healing. I just want to say, keep processing your healing and working on your freedom, working on who you are as a Virgo, freedom and independence, also service to others, but not overgiving. And being unapologetic for who you are. So it may be a challenge right now to start something. And like we said in the first part of the reading, baby steps, right? But always look for joy. Whatever you're doing, embrace it, because the next card you have is embracing. So let's clarify the beginnings. This new beginnings with this new moon in your sign for your solar year. Yeah, 7 of Swords in the reverse. I like this. You're possibly being very strategic and not telling everyone everything you're doing or your plans. And I would say, yes, do that, Virgo. Don't tell everyone everything. There's an element of silence here. Silence is golden. Silence is speaks louder than words. So there's something about being strategic. What else? And masks falling off others as well, where you're realizing you don't want to be with a particular person even, okay, and you're really putting yourself first. The Empress is right in the middle of your reading, so there's a lot of self-care for this new moon in Virgo. I'm going to be doing you might receive this video hopefully before I do my new moon special on live. So anyway, I'll be doing that at 6 a.m. on the 23rd Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching that before then, tune in live. Let's have a look at the future energy. We've got embracing, the number, I need my glasses, the number 16, okay. Look at that beautiful moon, and it's almost like a new moon, right, that crescent. So there is something here in your future, because this is future energy, about embracing the new beginning, embracing this childlike energy, embracing your freedom and independence. And you are the magician. This is Virgo, right? Oh wow, you're gonna love the next card. You're gonna love what just came out, okay? It just fell. You are the magician, okay? Gemini, Virgo energy here. And we have, I like to say the signs, people like to hear the signs, although we've got a lot of signs in our birth chart, so it's not really imperative, but it's okay. So we've got Taurus and Libra. We have the Ace of Cups. Perhaps some of you are embracing a new relationship that is going to bring you a lot of peace in your life. And this is future energy. If someone comes in that you know is right for you, Virgo, you need to embrace it. You deserve it. It's ready. And you're ready. Some of you, you are ready for new love. Let's have a look at advice. We have commitment. Commit yourself. Commit yourself for ending something that you need to possibly end. Put that hard work in. Look at her. She looks free, okay? And she has this mountain behind her, perhaps a challenge. We've all been through challenges. I just saw 23 on the screen, which is 5-5. We also have 10, which is 5-5, equals 10. With endings come new beginnings. The Spirit wants you to, is advising you here to put any difficulty in the past. That mountain, yes, you have already climbed it. You're on the other side. You've got victory here. She's throwing her arms in the air. It's almost very much freedom energy below that freedom card. Advising you to embrace this freedom, independence, and commit yourself. Wow, 10-10 with the wheel. Perhaps Spirit, you've got the 10 of Pentacles on diagonal with the wheel. So you have 10-10-10 in your reading. Yeah, of course. Like I said, new moons come with endings as well. To step into a new beginning, there must be an ending of some kind. So, Spirit is asking or advising you here to really embrace this new good luck, good fortune. I'm seeing the 4-leaf clover in my mind. And your focus energy is sanctuary and transformation. No, it will not happen overnight, okay? For some people it will. There's a doorway here. He's putting his head down almost like in regret or guilty or knowing that he has to leave something or someone behind. When any bird spirits or winged creatures come out, you've got a whole team. Look at that team of spirit angels really supporting you here, okay? Maybe, you know, you've got this hermit energy. It is the number 43, which breaks down to a 7. The most spiritual in numerology, I do feel. And you've got the 49, which is breaking down to a 4, okay? 49, so 9 and 4 is 13, breaking down to a 4th, 13th, maybe significant. The 13th September is actually my birthday, and maybe, you know, I'm going to like have some epiphany. Someone may be having an epiphany around the 4th or the 13th of September here, or even the 7th. I'm getting like, sometimes I get time frames, and here I'm getting some sort of time frame. The 7th is the first eclipse as well. Being alone, going within is really going to support you, hermit energy. Let's clarify. Why is the sanctuary, this going within, thinking about, you know, cherishing the lessons you've learned, cherishing the people you've come across in your past cycle, in your past solar year, but knowing you have to elevate. And I think you have the resources, the mental, like the magician energy, right? You have everything it takes, Virgo, to step into a new cycle in your life. But mainly with this in the middle, put yourself first in regards to this. And of course, watch this video a few times for it to for you to process the information that's coming through, because there is a lot here. And then we have this transformation energy. I mean, the death card is transformation. It's also the number 13. So we have double Scorpio here and double death, okay? Doesn't sound good, does it? Double death. But it's like, maybe there's a couple of things that you're really transforming about yourself. I feel for a lot of you, like you're really changing even in how you look as well, like that glow up energy with the first card, and that's diagonal to this. Okay, so let's see what your focus is. Let's clarify the transformation energy. Thank you, Spirit. King of Cups, perhaps there is a new masculine coming in for some. We do have the Ace of Cups above it. They don't have to be a water sign. They can be any sign, but this is just like my King of Love energy. And then you have the Hermit. And I knew that was going to come out, okay? So as you're transforming, I want to say, Spirit say, keep parts of yourself that you'd want to keep, and dismiss things that you've learned lessons from, but you need to move forward and elevate. And there's the 9 of Pentacles. So I love when I do your readings, Virgo, because there's always like loads of 9s. You're seeing very clearly exactly how you want to move forward. For the last part of the reading, I'm just going to pull some specifics out, like from the Tea Leaf Oracle. Maybe there's some specific messages for some people. I know people love the Tea Leaf. I don't know why they love the Tea Leaf Oracle. Like if I put a thumbnail of Tea Leaf Oracle, I usually get more views than any other time, which is like interesting to me. But anyway, I'm going to use the Tea Leaf Oracle. They're a little hard to shuffle because they're round, but we'll do our best. Okay. Any messages for Virgo? Thank you, Spirit, at this time that they need. Thank you, Spirit, that they need to know. It may be specifics to certain people. We don't want like, oh, you got the Wealth card, and we had that 10 of Pentacles, right? Ooh, Virgo, my goodness. I am actually going to be doing a you versus them video tomorrow. So like in love, relationships, how they feel, how you feel. And I might add that as a new sort of video segment to my channel. Okay. When the cards slow down, you have the Dog Spirit. Someone's thinking about you, Virgo, possibly someone far away. You have the month of September with your eclipse season, beautiful. And that's what we like to see. And your birthday month, I mean, some of you are end of August, so happy birthday if you have an August birthday, Virgo. You are stepping into a new experience in September, okay? You are, Virgo. A distant friend is thinking of you. Who are you visiting? Are you visiting someone, or is someone coming towards you? Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. I'm taking a vacation in 3 weeks. On Tuesday, I'm going to England for a month. So this is very significant to me. Okay, so Hammer, you've got taking a vacation physically or mentally. You have the teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so you know, whether you're a male, female, whatever, it says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And then you have wealth. This person could be wealthy, or there is wealth coming to you in whatever form, resources, abundance means to you, Virgo. That was your reading for today. I hope you had have an amazing day wherever you are, evening, morning, day, what have you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.